All right, let's dive into a story about a dream. A dream that's incredibly ambitious, honestly, a little bit hilarious, and seems completely disconnected from reality. And at the heart of this story, an unforgettable chicken farmer who is absolutely dead set on driving a Lexus.
And this quote, it pretty much sums up her whole philosophy on life. You know, it's not about just picking one goal and sticking to it forever. Nope. For her, it's about waking up every single day with a brand new, totally grand ambition. It's a mindset that truly says anything is possible.
So here's where it gets really interesting. You've got these two competing ideas. On one hand, the dream, a shiny luxury Lexus, and on the other, the reality, she's a humble chicken farmer. I mean, that gap between the two feels massive, right? So the big question is, how on earth does she plan to bridge it?
Well, she's got a plan, and it's so specific you could almost call it the Lexus calculation. Because this isn't just some daydream, she has literally done the math. She sees a clear, maybe super optimistic, but still a clear path from her flock right into that driver's seat.
Okay, so step one is the chickens, obviously. The math goes like this. She figures her current flock, all 5,000 of them, will eventually bring in a profit of about 600 million Vietnamese dong.
All right, step two. She's not starting from scratch. She's got her old Santa Fe, and she's planning to sell it. She thinks that'll fetch her another 700 million dong. So you add those two numbers together, and bam, that's our magic number, 1.3 billion dong. And that's the figure right there that takes this from some wild, impossible dream and makes it feel totally real, at least to her.
And get this isn't just some vague, oh, someday I'll get a Lexus kind of thing. No way. She has put a hard deadline on it, 2025. That's what turns a wish into an actual project, right? A deadline.
Okay, so having a financial plan is one thing. But, the day-to-day reality is something else entirely. That road to the Lexus, it's definitely not paved with gold. It's paved with, well, chicken feed and just an incredible amount of hard work. And here's a little twist for you, a bit of irony. To save up for this ultimate luxury car, she's actually had to downgrade her own ride. She went from a motor scooter all the way down to an electric bicycle. I mean, it's a smart, practical move for saving money, but it also physically puts her even farther from the kind of car she's dreaming about.
I mean, her life is these chickens. It's a non-stop 24/7 job. We're talking about making sure they have water, finding ways to keep them cool in the sweltering heat, even walking through the pens late at night just to check that they're all healthy. This is the real, unglamorous, nitty-gritty work that her entire Lexus dream is literally built on.
And as if the hard work wasn't enough, she's also dealing with a really tough, unpredictable market. I mean, for most of the year, the price for a dozen eggs was just stuck at 13,000 dong. But recently, they've edged up just a little bit to 15,000. It's not a huge jump, but for her, it's a massive win.
And yeah, that tiny price bump only adds up to a small profit. But to her, it's everything. She sees it as a start, a sign that things are moving in the right direction. And, that ability to find so much hope in these small victories, that's really what she's all about. So you gotta wonder, right? How does someone hold on to such a massive dream when their daily reality is, well, so gritty? It all boils down to her really unique and honestly powerful philosophy. It's kind of like her personal guide to dreaming big no matter what's going on around you.
And at its core is this simple but super powerful idea. Whatever happens, happens. Now, at first, that might sound kind of like giving up, right? A bit fatalistic. But for her, it's the exact opposite. It's empowering. It's like, look, do the work, control what you can, and don't sweat the rest. She just keeps on going.
And she's so confident in this whole approach that she's actually kind of jokingly offered to teach other people how to do it. Her method? It's beautifully simple. Step 1, raised really beautiful, healthy chickens. Step 2, go buy a Lexus. And it's that mix, that serious ambition blended with this great self-aware sense of humor that just makes her story so fantastic. Really, when it comes down to it, this one quote just sums her up perfectly.
It's just this amazing display of confidence and this really charming, blunt honesty. She knows exactly who she is, and she knows exactly what the challenge is. The only problem? The money. But, for now. So in the end, this story isn't really just about a farmer or a car. It's about the power of having a dream that's so big it's almost ridiculous, and then chasing it anyway, with everything you have. Which kind of leaves all of us with a question to think about, right? What's that big, seemingly impossible goal that you're working towards? What's your Lexus?